Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Good morning, rather.
Sorry.
Deepika, sit down.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. How are you feeling this morning?
So it's nice. I'm not well today, so
You're not well?
yes. Sir.
Okay. So let's start without, your subject today. We'll start with the new subject. In India, we have a tradition of lighting a lamp, or Deepak. Your name is Deepika.
Yes.
So we light a lamp whenever there's some auspicious occasion.
Yes.
Why it is so?
So it's regarding that light, or that initiating something should be start with a light, new light. So it's a tradition. I don't.
Enlighten me a little bit more.
Yes, sir. I don't know much about it.
What is the properties of light? Why do we use it?
So
I use the word enlighten me, so you should link that also.
So it removes the darkness.
That is one property. Okay, what else?
So through that light we can see that much. I know.
Okay, we'll talk about this after the interview.
Yes, sir.
Now, tell me the difference between delegation, decentralization, and devolution.
So delegation is if a institute or if someone has given its work to other it is giving its function other to work, and devolution is transferring the power to lower body.
And decentralization?
Decentralization is I think it's distribution of power. Maybe.
Okay. Freedom as development. What is it? Does it ring a bell in your mind somewhere?
Sorry, sir.
No?
So I think for development,
Freedom as development. Have you heard the name of
no, sir.
Amartya Sen?
Yes, sir. But the
What is he
name,
known for?
so it's for its welfare economics. He has given theory for social, for social
What
functioning.
else? What else he is known for?
So I'm only aware about his.
He was awarded Nobel Prize, isn't it? Wasn't he?
Yes, sir. For its
On what work? What was the work on which he was given Nobel Prize?
So I know that he has given for welfare economics. Sorry, sir. I have to read upon
Okay,
it.
you have to read little bit more
Yes, I'll read
on this. Now you are a student of mandala painting.
Yes.
What is mandala? What does it represent?
So it represents cosmos. It
Very good.
It is related to the meditation part. When we draw those intricate designs, we can for a time being we distract our mind from the chaotic life, and we can concentrate on them. So it improves our concentration.
Okay, it represents the universe.
Universe,
Okay.
yes.
But there's very subtle meaning in that. Why it is done in the mandala form, in circles? Mandala has circles and
Yes,
circles.
circles.
Why?
Sorry, so
Because in the universe everything runs into cycles,
Yes.
circles. The sun rotates, the earth rotates, we also rotate in the world. There's a cycle of
rotation.
the cycle keeps rotating the same way again and again, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, tell me about this approach of the government to attain developed status for India by 2047. As a student of economics, tell me, is it possible? If so, what are the steps you would like to suggest?
Yes, sir, it is possible. For that, the steps like we have to overcome the challenges which India is facing. For example, in manufacturing sector, we have to improve the manufacturing base, and we have to overcome the missing middle trap. And also, we
Okay,
have.
manufacturing base is one. What else?
In sector of agriculture, we need to improve the productivity.
Okay, agriculture productivity. Second. What
Secondly,
else?
sir, in skill part we have to work to gain the
Skill development. Okay.
Yes, sir.
What else?
Sir, in service sector we can do more. For example, in tourism we have lot more scope, so we can
Okay, what
improve
else?
on that.
If all this is done, then India will become a developed country.
Yes, sir. If it overcome its fiscal deficit, it can reduce more, and for in terms of its.
Fiscal deficit is okay. Doesn't matter.
And sir, in terms of international trade, if India diversified its supply chain, so it will reduce its dependency in particular countries like China. So it will also lead India to become a developed economy.
Now there's a demand by agricultural farmers that we should, withdraw from WTO.
Yes.
Tell me, can we do that?
So in this globalized world, it's not efficient to withdraw from the agreements, because like countries are relying in economic terms in much more at a much higher level. So they are dependent in terms of raw material imports or for its export of finished goods. So it's not efficient to withdraw from such agreements.
Okay, Deepika. When discussing this Viksit Bharat, you have forgotten very important one area. Which is that area? Manufacturing you have covered, agriculture you have covered, skill development you have covered. Very important area you have forgotten.
Sorry, sir. It's
Infrastructure development.
yes, sir, infrastructure.
Without infrastructure, all these manufacturing and all cannot succeed.
Yes, sorry.
Okay, you are from Rajasthan. I heard a lot about Rajasthan. I have seen a lot of pictures, but I am just ignorant about Rajasthan. How you are going to sell Rajasthan to?
So Rajasthan is known for it is called Rangilo Rajasthan for reasons like it has diversity in terms of its bolis, like it's had different its diversity in its language, in its dresses, in its culture, for its festivals, and for its tourist places in different terms. For example, so many forts and bawdis, havelis it is known for, and it is also known for its recently for its renewable energy sector. It is growing.
But that is not enough. Renewable energy and all is just as a tourist. What is of interest to me? You have to tell me good places. These are the 5-6 places which I should visit.
Yes, sir. So the places like Jaisalmer.
Achha, okay, all right. Tell me 2 very good schemes of Rajasthan in the last 5, 6, 7 years which have been very useful to the common man.
So Chiranjeevi Yojana for insurance up to 10 lakh for the BPL families to improve the healthcare, and second can be the handicraft policy of Rajasthan to promote the its handicraft sector. So they can be.
There is something like employment also.
So Indira Gandhi Urban Employment Scheme. Yes.
That is also there.
Yes.
Okay. See, everybody wants to succeed in life. Failures are not liked by anybody. Is there any importance of failure in life too?
Yes, sir. Failure plays role in learning. We can learn from the failures and then try not to repeat those mistakes which we have done. So
Which we have done or which others also have done?
we can learn from others also. Yes.
Okay, Article 21 of the Constitution talks about
Right to privacy and right to life. Sorry.
right to life. I think over the years Supreme Court has extended its scope. Can you tell me? Right to life includes another 5-6 things. What are those?
So firstly, right to privacy and right to clean environment, right to education, and right against the publicly executing, and other than that,
Dignity of life, right to die also?
No, sir.
Eh?
So it
Right to die also is in a dignified way. That is also not right to life?
no, sir. They have. I don't think they have extended to include the right. Sorry, sir. I'm not sure regarding.
It's okay. This privacy judgment, which was that judgment?
So Putta Swami judgment.
Metro trains. You have in Jaipur?
Yes, sir. In like I have visited some place, but not much.
Not satisfied.
No, I have not like traveled so much in Jaipur. Like I am from Sikar, so I have not been in Jaipur for long.
Okay, in how many cities we have metros in the country?
Sir, Delhi, Mumbai, Jaipur, Hyderabad, Calcutta. Yes.
My last question, GST. What is the latest collection? Papers are full of that we are increasingly correcting this GST.
So the data I'm not able to recall, but
Last month or any month? Normal average, what is the collection now?
so I think 11 lakh crore maybe.
Monthly collection.
Sorry, sir, I'm not able to recall that.
Okay, thank you.
Deepika, Rajasthan women are very vulnerable. Okay? We have legal right, they have legal rights, they have political rights, they have economic rights and social measures. There are acts, there are programs and schemes. What do you know? What are the steps, legal acts and provisions, and schemes and programs for empowering women in Rajasthan?
There are scheme for the girls' education.
What is it called?
So Lado Protsahan Yojana, and there are Rajshri Yojana, and Hamari Aapki Beti Yojana for the girls' education, and scholarships also. So which I have also get for the higher education, like Gargi Purushkar and Balika Protsahan Purushkar, and for other
Health related?
so Janani Suraksha Yojana in Rajasthan, and for the prevention of work harassment, workplace harassment. Sorry.
Okay, workplace harassment. Legal rights, property rights, anything?
So
Any legal law which entitles that women should have equal right, property and other things?
I'm not.
Okay, don't worry. Politically, what are the political reservation and all?
33%
In
reservation.
all the 3 tiers of government, Panchayati Raj how much?
33%.
Municipality and all?
In municipality also they have
33%. And in assembly?
So at Parliament, the recent bill has introduced regarding the 33% reservation.
33%. Okay, very good. Now let us get into Gini coefficient. Why Gini coefficient is important, and what is India's Gini coefficient? What is Gini coefficient?
So Gini coefficient is regarding the measurement of inequality among people, and in India, so the score I don't remember.
What is the perfect score?
So 1, where
One is
inequality. Sorry, sir.
complete inequality. You want to be 1?
No,
or
sir.
you want to be 0?
0, where complete equality.
Is it possible?
So
0 is possible?
so I don't think so that complete equality.
It is not possible. It is the concept. Okay, let us get into Thomas Piketty and Joseph Stiglitz. What do they talk about inequality in the economy?
Yes, sir.
You know Thomas Piketty?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So he have given specific studies regarding inequality in India. He has written a book called Capital, where he has talked about capital inequality. So
what are the measures he suggests to reduce inequality in society?
sorry, sir, I have to read.
Okay, no problem. let us go into what is your subject is economics and international relation. Time हो गया. International relations. Now the Palestine people or Hamas people in Rafah, almost they are finished. Why is there a possibility of ceasefire? How ceasefire is possible? If there is possibility, what are the few conditions it should meet?
So the Israel and like Palestinian people have to through diplomacy there is possibility of ceasefire, but according to present situation it is difficult. There is difficult.
What are the critical issues? Because Israel wants to finish Hamas people only because of certain things. Hamas people are fighting because of certain critical issue. What is that two critical issues?
Sir, Hamas are fighting for their identity and for their particular regions.
Their homeland. Okay. Second, Israel is fighting for what?
So the security breach which Israel has faced due to the attack which Hamas led in Israel. So they are
Their hostage.
hostages. Yes.
Okay, Deepika, let's talk a little bit more about economics, no? If suppose you are selected for IAS and you are posted, your first regular posting will be as an SDM. Usually that happens. Okay? So which subdivision you will like to serve? Do you have any preference, like idea or choice?
So I prefer my hometown.
Hometown, which is Seeker. Okay.
Like yes. Like, but hometown is not given, I guess.
No. Who told you? No. Who told you that hometown cannot be given? There's no such rule. Okay. You can very well be given your hometown. I served my hometown. So don't worry about that. So let's assume you are SDM of Seeker. Okay. So what economic incentive versus fiscal incentive versus financial incentive you will like that the government gives to the people of Seeker? Just give me one example of each. Economic versus fiscal versus financial.
So
Do you know the difference between the three?
So the clear difference, I'm not like I'm not able to demarcate the clear distinction between.
So do you go through this economic survey which is published just before the budget?
Yes, sir, I have read
Okay,
that.
so there are very distinct chapters about these things.
Yes, I have not read
Okay,
completely.
no problems. Okay. So let's move to some higher level, no? Which is your theoretical subject once again. So we know the situation of Indian economy. So what would you like as an RBI, okay, as a central bank of India? What should be your priority? Whether to control inflation or to control the interest rate?
So according to the present situation, the inflation is in control. So the focus can be on like other sectors. For
No, I'm talking about inflation versus interest rate. RBI is not concerned with other sectors. As a central bank, it's concerned with only two sectors, two things rather.
so currently the interest rate should be the priority because inflation is in control. If in certain situations where inflation breaches the limits of 6%, then RBI should more focus on inflation because it will otherwise it will.
So, what percentage of inflation is constituted because of interest rates? What happens if the interest rates go up or go down?
So if interest rate goes up, then money supply will be controlled.
Then what will happen to inflation?
it will be controlled ultimately.
Okay.
Yes.
Then? But inflation also has certain other parameters other than interest rates. So what in your situation should we be doing? Because if inflation is under control, should the bank lower the interest rates? And if so, why it is not doing it? Why it is not increasing money supply? Why money supply is so tight?
So because other things are also related, like investments are also related to interest rate. So
Exactly, but we need investment to develop. So money is tight. We are borrowing at a higher rate, okay, which is making our projects costly, or we are becoming incompetitive. So what is the solution?
interest interest rate should be low because it will reduce the cost of the investment.
Why RBI is not doing it? That is a consistent demand by all the sectors of economy. Interest should be lowered. And they are.
So because the US central bank has increased the interest rate, so investors
Generally, we have kept ourselves away from the global economic situation in that respect, and particularly the financial things.
so to attract the foreign investment, the interest rates are higher.
Okay, read about it. Okay.
Yes, I'll read upon it.
Deepika, good morning. So Deepika and Bharat has some commonality. What is that? Both mean the same. How is it? Okay, fine. So coming to the current affairs. So GVA has also been very much in discussion after the latest quarterly release. So can you discuss upon it?
Gross value recently NSO has released the data.
Simple. Why is there a lot of divergence?
So between
GDP growth and GVA growth rates.
So because the difference between the two, firstly, is the that if we add interest rate and reduce the subsidy from the GDP, then we'll get the GVA. So the reduction in GDP.
Reduce the subsidies.
So the subsidies have been reduced. So the GVA has we got the data at 6.5.
Tell me the relation clearly between GVA and GDP.
The indirect taxes and subsidy.
Both should be added or both should be subtracted, or one should be added, one should be. What is that?
So if we add indirect taxes and subtract the subsidy from the GVA, then we'll got the GDP.
Oh.
Yes, sir. So the GDP has been reduced. So the from like according to recent trends, so there is diversion between the GDP and GVA.
Why is it? What led to that diversion? That's my question. Did we reduce the subsidies, or did we increase the indirect taxes? What is it? What happened?
Been interest rate, taxes have been raised and subsidy have been reduced. So there is diversion from the earlier data.
So only for that quarter, the disbursement of subsidies have been reduced, because subsidy reduction happens throughout the year. It is a 1 year policy. It doesn't happen in between, right? So the disbursement has been late during that period, that quarter.
Sorry, sir. I have read about it.
Okay, fine, no issues. So one of the economists, very famous economist, says inflation has one and only one cause, that is monetary phenomena. Who made that statement and what was the context? Is it still relevant?
Sorry, sir. I don't remember who have given this statement.
Okay, fine. What was the relevance of that statement?
That inflation is caused by monetary
Phenomena. The basic cause and the only cause almost always has been monetary phenomena.
If money supply has been increased, then it leads to rise in inflation. So from in monetary terms, the monetary phenomena is causing the inflation.
No, that is fine. Is it relevant now? Is that statement holding true?
So we cannot say that it's the only phenomena. So, but in certain terms, it is relevant that it is causing that.
Okay, almost always that's the cause. Maybe other structural factors and all these are maybe in one period. It is economic adjustments, but in long run, the only cause remains the money supply. Okay, and Milton Friedman is the one who made that statement. And there are many other economists, Hayek, Mises. So a lot of economists subscribe to the similar explanation. Okay, fine. Now, the next thing was about in some countries, even in India, for a very long time, the Sensex or the stock market indices have been on very much rise, but it doesn't reflect in the ground level of the economy. Did you observe that?
Yes, sir. In financial sector, India is doing well due to the
Why is it? Because stock indices are the performance of the companies, and companies are at the ground level.
so the ground level, there is a difference between physical and financial capital. So in that terms, India is attracting a lot of FIIs also. So and in stock market it is doing well, but due to some structural issues, at ground level it is not reflected due to, I think, lack of manufacturing and.
But both should reflect. Only if this is performing, people will come and invest there.
So because in India.
So read about it. Thank you.
So wish you good luck. All the best.